I've decided to move into another direction.
That's how you feel. I gotta respect it.
And that's all you have to say. If that's how I feel, I'm gonna respect it.
You seem like
you said your one-liner. You ain't trying to fight for nothing.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
It ain't about me already making a decision. You don't have a rebuttal for nothing that I'm saying.
You seem like you've already made your decision.
I wanted you to say something.
I'm listening to you speak.
It's not time to listen. It's time to talk.
And these men eventually
for falling out of love with my wife after she took a 7-week vacation.
Oh.
I, 32 male, have been married to my wife, 30 female, for 4 years, and we've been together for 8. She's a stay-at-home mom. We have Irish twins, 1 female, 2 male, which have been incredibly taxing for my wife. She wanted a solo vacation break for a few weeks where she would travel to different states, visit her high school and college friends, go to concerts, and do a lot of fun stuff. She asked if I would be okay with it. I asked if she could make it a couple of weeks shorter because 7 weeks of managing our 2 children alone sounded really daunting, especially since work was also getting taxing recently. I do work remote, so at least that worked in my favor. My wife and I discussed for a couple of days, and I ultimately agreed with her that she did deserve a break because of what she has been through the past few years. And so she took her vacation. The first week managing our children alone was extremely difficult, and I did feel like I was losing my mind. But I survived. My sister came over to help me from the second week on. She was honestly a lifesaver, and I will be eternally grateful for her. I never directly asked her to help me, but I guess I did indirectly because when she video called me at the end of the first week, I basically broke down in tears. So from the second week on, my sister stayed over at my house to help with my children, and a huge burden had been lifted off of my shoulders. I was also really able to focus on work and meet my deadlines. To be brutally honest, I did not miss my wife at all. I was emotionally and mentally relaxed and also had a lot of fun with my children and my sister. I felt a sense of betrayal that my wife had actually gone through with the 7-week vacation. I slowly fell out of love with my wife. When she came back from her vacation, she was super refreshed and recharged, but to be honest, I was a bit indifferent. My wife tried to initiate sex the first night she came back, which I rejected because I said I wasn't feeling it. The subsequent days, I had the same level of indifference in our day-to-day life, and she probably noticed it, but didn't say anything. A week later, she asked me why I was acting like this, and I told her I don't love her anymore.
Ooh.
Wow. She apologized for taking the 7-week vacation and asked if there was anything we could do to fix it. I told her no. We pretty much went through the motions the next couple of weeks before I finally decided that I wanted a divorce. She seemed devastated when I brought up divorce, which surprised me.
She left him to handle all the responsibilities of family life by himself for several months. How is he supposed to believe she genuinely cares about his well-being after spending weeks dealing with everything on his own?
He's Indian! Come here! He's Indian! I'm Indian!
Go with him then, not me.
You're... Come here! You can steal me!
What?
You can steal me from him, you know?
I can steal you from him? JBW felt brutalized. No. Go with Neon. I can't.
Come here!
No, I can't.
Have you been with a Punjabi girl?
No?
Previous one!
No, I can't.
No, please!
No, you're Neon's girl. You're Neon's
No, I'm not!
Yes, you are. Go be with Neon.
I like it! No, we're not together!
Yes, you are. Come on, stop.
Stop! I'm not that kind of.
When Emily told her husband she needed a break, he thought their marriage was simply going through a difficult period. He didn't know that the request would eventually lead to the end of their relationship. Emily and Daniel had been married for several years. From the outside, they appeared to have a normal marriage. They had built a home together, made plans for the future, and supported each other through difficult moments. But behind closed doors, things had started changing. Emily became distant. She spent more time on her phone. She stopped communicating with Daniel the way she once had. Whenever he asked what was wrong, she told him that she was confused and needed space. Then one evening,
He just posted his new girl. So 3 years meant absolutely nothing. But 3 months and you can show up with another girl. And can I say, don't co-parent the dog. Don't co-parent the dog. Oh my God. Don't co-parent the dog. Like, if it's over, it's over. You're only prolonging your healing. That's my piece. That's all I'm saying. I'm not going to speak bad about the situation. It is what it is. And I am going to go run because that's my motivation. Not him, not the person. The person is not my motivation. My motivation is now me because I'm in competition with myself. That's it.
evening, she finally said it. I think we need a break. Daniel was shocked. He asked whether there was someone else. Emily said no. She insisted that she simply needed time to figure out what she wanted. Daniel didn't want to pressure her. He agreed to give her space.
Go find some guy whilst you're out there.
Look, I'm going next week.
Yeah, I get that, but why did you have to book such an impromptu flight so far away?
I want to travel.
Yeah, you always say you want to travel, but why don't you want to travel more locally? Something that we can go on together.
Travel more locally? I've travelled locally. I want to travel, the whole world.
Not with me. Like, I'm not seeing shit around here. Why don't you could be like a guide and stuff. We could have like an adventure together. It doesn't always have to be so far away.
Yeah, but I want to travel the world and I've asked you to come with me. And you said no.
Because I don't have the money to go to places like Peru. Okay, I'm sorry I don't earn that much, alright?
If we go for long, you get a job, you work there, you become, one of the people.
Oh, great, so I'm travelling to work. That's your grandiose plan for me. So you can go off, have some fun, and what? I've got to go find some hot wash job.
Well, no, because I didn't say that, did I? We'd both get a job. What do you think I do when I go off for a month at a time?
You take pictures.
It's not a high life. Yeah, because I earn it.
You are so disrespectful. You are so disrespectful.
What is your problem? I don't understand. Look, I can't keep having this argument with you. You knew that I like to go travelling.
Fine. Go travelling, go find some guy whilst you're out there. I don't give a shit.
They discussed temporary living arrangements and agreed to take some time apart. Daniel believed there was still a possibility that they could repair the marriage. He continued hoping that the separation.
See if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
I'm getting real sick and tired of you calling and coming over 24/7.
Okay, well that's rude. That's not how I was expecting you to answer the phone at all.
You want me to be cordial? This isn't a cordial period of our life.
I
hope
mean,
you know
I
that.
was hoping we could have a cordial conversation. Are you willing to listen or no?
Fine. God forbid. I mean,
Okay.
I should let all this go through the attorney, but what do you want?
Well, I'm hoping that we can lose the attorneys. I was calling to let you know that I'm in line to pick up Micah from school, and I will drop him off after. But before you got in the car, I wanted to see if maybe we could close the door on the whole divorce attorney type stuff.
No. Why would we do that?
Well, if you want me to be honest, Brian cheated on me. So, we're not together anymore. And so, we built a beautiful life together, and I understand that me,
so
making the Tinder and everything,
poetic
I understand
justice
that
right
fucked it
there.
up and that was a mistake.
That's some poetic justice.
You don't have to be rude. You're not. I just want to know. I know that the Tinder was
cheat on me.
a mistake on my. Can you just listen, Avery? I know that the Tinder was a mistake on my part, but I was wondering if you'd be open to reconciling our marriage and healing it, and maybe we can go to therapy together.
Would give both of them a chance to think. But several weeks later, Daniel discovered something he had never expected. He learned that Emily had been communicating with another man. What initially looked like a simple request for space suddenly
together.
I don't know that.
Because that's the part of the finances. And here's the thing.
The ball is in her court.
Is it though? Buddy,
I know, but I'm not the one that wants separation. I'm sitting here and I should. That's right. You're right. 100%. Okay, I should.
Is it because you're a kid? Why don't you want to?
I love her. I love her, and I'm saying this in front of millions of people.
No, it's okay. Love's not bad. Don't be ashamed of love.
I love her. I do.
You should be embarrassed of love.
It's just.
You have the fear of her not being there. You know, you have the memories, you have the good times.
I know I can take care of myself with this job, dude. I'm bringing in $15K a month.
No, I mean the fear of like the person you love not being there.
Absolutely, yeah. That's what I'm terrified of. I want my family, and I know that she can do good. I know she can. She just doesn't want to.
Can she though? Because this is years of her doing really bad things.
I want to believe it.
But at some point, we might just have to recognize reality. And I think the reality here is I don't think she can stop doing the bad things. She hasn't been able to. She has 3 kids, and she hasn't been able to grow up enough to become a better person. And here's the thing, buddy. If you don't leave her, I mean, she told us, I think, this morning. I mean, yes, 2 days ago, she said she wants a divorce, but like just immediately before filming or whatever, she considers you guys separated right now. She considers you guys separated.
Yeah.
And you know what happened last time she considered you separated?
She cheated.
So what's going to be happening a few days from now when you're still separated? This isn't fair for you to deal with. Listen, she hasn't been able to give good examples, but let's just assume for a second you've done some piece of shit behavior. Her considering you guys separated, everything she's doing right now, you don't deserve having to stick around and deal with this for the rest of your life. You will find love again. You're young, and I know the fear of feeling like maybe the person I love won't be there. There are other things, and I want to do the budget, but the big question in the end is, will she be there?
So you don't think how a normal person thinks. You think that because your parents sat there and cheated on each other for 35 years that it's okay for you to do that. That's not normal. It never has been and never will be. I should have left you and divorced you the first time you cheated, but I didn't. I stayed, and I told you from the get-go that most people in marriages for less. And you're like, oh yeah, I know. And then 4 other times, I need space. I want a break. We need to separate. But I am still sitting here running back to you.
But I wasn't the only one that did the space thing, though.
Yeah, that's right. I got space from you because it was cheating and lying and the text messages and all kinds of shit, dude. I got the away from you because if I didn't, I was going to divorce you. And I've already told you, dude, my family has a family lawyer, okay? We're not broke. My dad's in the oil field. My mom's an engineer. We have a family lawyer. I will fight you for custody. And I've already told you that, and I'm trying to avoid that because I promised you from the get-go that I would make sure that my kids didn't have to go to 2 separate houses for holidays and birthdays and all kinds of shit. I want my family together, and that's my goal.
And unless you have anything, it kind of sounds like he kind of wins the custody battle.
You have no money. You can't afford the house. You can't afford the truck.
Not even that. I mean, you're the cheater.
With this job, you could try to take me for everything I've got. I'm still gonna have like $7,000 left over to blow, dude. I'm gonna be renting a house with my cousin in New Orleans, dude, on the strip. I'll go party every weekend.
My ex-husband.
I'll take care of my kid. I think
you should.
I'll take care of my kid and make sure that my kid's taken care of. And I promise you, I will do that. But in all reality, not much is keeping me around. I'm trying to give you the benefit of the doubt, dude. I really am, and I have been for the past 4 years. But you're not helping your case, and I'm so glad that I did decide to come on here because now more people are gonna realize that I'm not crazy and I'm not a bad guy.
No, I don't think you are.
And with everything that you've said, dude, I've given valid explanations and valid points. I've even given you proof. Text message and video proof, and you have just sit here and for an hour and 20 minutes.
It's kind of really hard to put on spot. I didn't think
it was
going to be.
Okay, but you have had an hour and 20 minutes.
Yeah, but it's been 4 years of neglect, right? Like I've neglected how you feel and treated you and all that shit for 4 years. It shouldn't be that hard. You've made a decision to leave, right?
Well, yeah.
You can sit there and go on Johnny on the spot with
appeared very different. Daniel confronted her. At first, Emily tried to explain that the relationship had only developed after they decided to take a break. But Daniel had a different perspective. The conversations had apparently started before she asked for the separation. That changed everything. Daniel realized that the break wasn't just about needing time alone. At least from his perspective, important information had been hidden from him. He felt betrayed. But instead of getting revenge, Daniel decided to step back and think carefully. He didn't want to make a a life-changing decision while he was furious. He spoke with people he trusted. He reviewed their finances, and he eventually sought professional legal advice about his options. Then he made his decision. He was going to file for divorce. When Emily heard the news, she was stunned. She had expected the separation to give her more time. She hadn't expected Daniel to make the decision permanent.